So there's a strategy that pretty much you can reach a certain point in your game where you have infinite ammo, sort of, with this strategy. Not like how you might think, but yeah, with the right things going on inside your game, this can be really, really easy to flip through rounds and go to round 100 on Paradox Junction. So the loadouts you're gonna need, or the loadout that I used for the 1911 in this game, I would recommend Akimbo. If you can run the full auto attachment, it will help this, but you don't have to. You don't need any attachments for the 1911, but they just make it a little bit better. Juggernaut, Turtle Shell, okay? Noted. If you want to run my Toxic Growth augments, this is what I have: Cordyception, Green Thumb, Ankle Shredder. That is it. That's all you need for this. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and enjoy the video. Want to unlock all new mastery camos like Singularity ASAP? Check out Mitch Cactus, the biggest and the most reliable name in Call of Duty. They offer instant delivery DLC codes like Monster Energy, plus lobbies delivered in under an hour. Everything is 100% safe and legit for Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. Trusted by the community and seen all over YouTube, Mitch Cactus has over 20,000 verified reviews and thousands of personal vouchers. Make them the go-to for all things Call of Duty and even other games like Battlefield 6. Use code SPAZO to save 5% off for a limited time only. So funny enough, whenever you use Toxic Growth, the 1911s, and you use Turtle Shell for Juggernaut, the augment, well, you can practically sit in any corner. It doesn't matter. But if you can help it, it's best to sit by an ammo crate, right? So today we are going to do exactly that. But that being said, this should be pretty easy. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. Leave a like down below. We got to get this clock turned real quick so we can get our side Easter egg rewards. It's so hard to not play Paradox Junction. I mean, really, it's so hard to not play the map where you can literally spawn in and on round 6 or 7 have pack 1 blue rarity for free, a free perk, free score streak, and a free legendary gun. Like, it's hard. So that is why we're back on this map. Let's go ahead and shoot that one again. We can shoot the white one and then the red one more time. And there we go. We don't want to shoot that anymore. I actually meant to use this akimbo, but I took the attachments off for a thumbnail. And yeah, I forgot to put them all back on. But it's okay. It's no big deal. It doesn't really matter. I mean, yeah, akimbo does help and it makes it incredibly easy. And you kind of want full auto. But it ain't that big of a deal again. It's pretty easy whenever you just have Turtle Shell and Toxic Growth. Doesn't really matter. We can go ahead and grab that right there. Alright, so we just got to go a few more rounds and then we can get our side Easter egg reward. We're going to get teleported here real quick. I do have PhD. I went ahead and bought it just as kind of preparing for when we get this thing Pack-a-Punch right now. That way we can just straight up use it. There is the Blue Ether Tool, Death Perception. Okay, we need Jug. And then we are ready to do the strategy in theory, but I do want to pack first. Now, I don't know what round we're going to go to today. I was debating on just showing you guys the strategy. Then I was also debating on playing like a whole match with the strategy. So I'm not sure. We'll see. Once I think you guys have it under control and know exactly what to do, then we'll probably call it there. But we got to get Pack-a-Punch turned on real quick. I still have Gobblegums to be converted. So once we get a double points, we'll go ahead and end up doing that, just to get a little bit of extra essence going. There's one done. We got a few more to do. Shoot that one right there. Come on. We obviously got to get a 3-play. That's a pretty important factor whenever using Turtle Shell. There we go. Okay, we have half of them done. Here's a nuke. We'll just pick it up so we can get Pack-a-Punch going. There's one zombie. There we go. And nice. Okay, last one. Come on, spawn in, zombies. And nice, Pack-a-Punch is now open. I might stay over here to just get double pack. I don't know. Usually I do that. I'm trying to see if we can get a double points, so we can convert these gums. I am about to just convert them. We definitely got to get Speed Cola as well. That is one perk we do want with this. No matter if you're rocking akimbo or not, you want to get Speed Cola. Obviously, you want to be able to reload a little bit quicker. But there is a little bit of things we kind of got to do to prepare. Obviously, get the 3-plate, get Speed Cola, and then, yeah, upgrade whatever you can at the time. Speed Cola is in the other version. I did not catch it, but maybe it is in the other version. I don't know. I would hope. But we'll probably have to go back in time and grab that, unless somehow we're on round 20 by the time we get to that. But we can convert these gums. This will allow us to double pack. And then we'll end up taking down all these zombies. That way we can go ahead and probably start working towards that 3 plates. So here we go. Convert that, and we can kill all these zombies as well. Here's a bonus points. And there's another double points right there. That's freaking huge. We'll finish this round real quick. There we go. There's double pack. Let this new round start. We'll grab this double points here in a second. I just want to make sure we can use it. Okay, let's grab it. 30 seconds on the clock. We can just throw the stim shot in. Yeah, we need just a little bit more essence and we can buy the 3 plate. And then we will be ready. It doesn't take long to get set up for this. It doesn't. As you guys can see. I mean, we're already getting close to being set up here. There we go. Nice. Okay, here's another bonus points. All right, let's go pick up the 3 plate, and then we will be ready. I guess since we're going to teleport here, we'll just do the strategy on this other version. I think it might work. Well, we could go back. It doesn't really matter. I'm not that freaking lazy. I usually like playing the daytime version. Again, there is a little bit of a setup process to this, but once you kind of get ready and get it done, you will be good. We just need 3,500, and we can purchase this perk, and we can be on our way. A little bit more essence. We don't want to get overran by all these zombies right here. Holy moly. This round's probably already almost over, I can imagine. We've killed quite a bit. I miss my akimbo. Okay, let's grab this. Now let's go to our strategy. So there's the end of the round. So I actually did get this from the Discord. So shout out to the people in my Discord community. We can hit that real quick. All right, we're going to do this behind the greenhouse, okay? So it doesn't matter what door you open. Just open up one of them. Doesn't really matter. I wouldn't open up them all. But all you got to do is just come over to this ammo crate right here. You're just going to pop your toxic growth. Then you're just going to stand in this back corner, and you're just going to use your 1911s just like how you guys see. Now, the trick is you literally are on a ammo crate. So you can just sit here, right? You have your toxic growth and everything, but you just buy ammo, buy ammo, buy ammo. And the only time you take damage is when zombies hit you in your back, but the catch is you're only going to take armor damage because you have on turtle shell. Get it? Got it. It's pretty simple. It isn't hard. It's really, really easy. Now, there's really nothing else to this. Like, it doesn't really require a scientist to know exactly what to do. Now, for the most part, you know, your toxic growth is going to kill a lot of the zombies till you get to certain rounds, you know. It is going to help, but whenever your brain-rotted zombie is there, if you don't have that augment on, then you might have something else on, and your 1911 might get more kills, right? I believe this is called Cordyception, the augment. I think I might be wrong. There's a very high possibility I could be wrong. We're going to take down this mimic. Usually you can just let him come up to you. It's not that big of a deal, but since we were right there, I just shot him. But again, we can just chill right here. And whenever we run out of ammo with this, all we're going to do is just buy it. Since it's already on our screen, we can see it. We don't have to do anything. That's kind of the point of getting legendary, getting triple pack, getting your 3 plate, getting everything in order. Then you can come over here, do this strategy, and chill, and not worry about anything. It's super duper easy. It really is. So, like, we're out of ammo. What is this? Is this going to be a play count round? No. So we can just buy ammo. Now, you can even sit like this on the earlier rounds and make these rounds go by a little bit faster. Like, you don't have to do the strategy right in the early parts of the game. You're obviously not going to die since you have your toxic growth right there. And you have the 1911s. But if you just want to be super safe and just chill, turn on a movie, and just go through the rounds, then obviously do the strategy whenever you can. There we go. Nice. There's that round. So we almost have enough for epic rarity. Take it. It's a plague hound round. All right. Maybe we'll get a little bit of extra salvage here, and then we can get epic by the time we teleport. That would be super cool. Now, again, if you can use the full auto mod in Akimbo, it's going to be really, really easy to do it, but you don't need it. Okay, I got to make that clear. You don't need it. So for the people who are kind of just starting out, or maybe just unlocked the 1911, you can still do the strategy. That's the one nice thing I like about some of these strategies is they don't really require, you know, freaking a no life to do, right? Anybody can do it. But we can just teleport back. I recommend sticking to one version. You know, it doesn't matter. You can do the nuked version. You can do the daytime version. Doesn't matter. I prefer the daytime version. But it's because if you stick to one map, you'll just be able to keep your toxic growth there. Not like infinitely, but if you get teleported while your toxic growth is there, you'll still have it whenever you teleport back if you do it in like reasonable time. if that makes sense. So right now we just have no toxic growth. It's just turtle shell protecting us and our 1911. And we can just keep sitting here. And you can spam as fast as you want, bro. If you can afford the ammo, I mean, dude, you can shoot as fast as you can. And there's nothing going to happen if you can afford the ammo. And there'll be a point in your game where you can afford the ammo. You know, it's one of those things. Okay, we got another mimic. We can just shoot him right here a little bit. Use our gun. Kind of keep some of these zombies away from us. Usually I'll just shoot a little bit slower. I won't shoot too fast. Now, obviously, if for some reason I start taking so much damage and I'm off my armor, or if I don't have any more armor, then I'll start spamming and things like that, you know. It always is nice to have like a disciple injection with you whenever you're doing this strategy, because, you know, if something was to happen, you can pop it and kind of get out of there. You know, it's nice always having Ether Shroud because you can activate it and get out of there. Whereas Toxic Growth, it's really, really good, but it isn't going to get you out of anywhere. It's more of a standstill field upgrade that works really, really well for the purpose that it's supposed to serve. But this is the strategy. I mean, you guys can see how easy it is. You guys see how easy we're going through these rounds. It doesn't take too long. We're already on round 21, 12 minutes in. That is not bad. There we go. We can grab all this. We have enough for triple pack. We can go do that real quick. That's just going to make our lives a little bit easier. And that's all we want in the end, man. Easy rounds, easy XP, easy gobblegum. Simple as that. Shoot that zombie. Shoot those guys back there. We have this insta-kill. I'm trying to capitalize on it a little bit. Some of these kills, oh, we have insta. Way we can flip this round real quick. Come on, zombies. Load. Okay, this round's almost over from the looks of it. Nice. We can head back over here. Should be round 23. And go right back to our strategy. But yeah, you do this forever. You know, you can do this till whatever round you really want to go to. It really is pretty easy. Now, obviously, keep in mind the 1911 falls off, just like every other gun in the game, once you get closer and closer to 55. But that's why we have Toxic Growth in place. That's why we have Turtle Shell on. That's why we have this stuff. That's why you pretty much, with the certain amount of essence, you have, in theory, infinite ammo. Right? Once you reach a certain point in your game, and let's say you don't go down, you will always be able to buy ammo, so you'll always have ammo. So you'll have infinite ammo, right? Doesn't kind of make sense, but it kind of makes sense. So, yeah. I mean, you really just got to save your essence, buy what you need. I would say for this strategy, don't waste your essence. I mean, again, because that just, if you don't waste your essence, you get closer to the stage of quote unquote infinite ammo a lot sooner than if you waste it, right? If you buy every perk, if you buy Death Perception and you buy all this stuff, you don't need it. You really don't, man. You need Jug, Speed Cola, PhD. If you want to go with Double Tap, cool. If you want to get Vulture's Aid, cool. But you don't need a lot of these other things. You don't. You just simply don't. Not for the strategy to operate, is what I'm saying. Now, if you have 200,000 essence, go buy your perks, dude. You know, you got plenty of essence. But if you're sitting with 20K, I wouldn't really go balling at the Wonder Fizz. I would just keep going through your rounds and building as much as you can. We can turn around a little bit. I'm not scared of these zombies. There we go. There's that round completed. More salvage on the ground. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Round 26. Mimic's right here. He's dead. He's no longer right there. We can just keep chilling. Keep shooting these zombies. There's a nuke right there. We can grab that here in a bit. See, right now I'm just turning around, getting through this round a little bit quicker. That's what it's about, man. You want to get off these earlier rounds, or whatever you would consider earlier rounds, as soon as possible. So if you can turn around and shoot them, it's going to help you. It's going to help you in the long run. But that's the strategy, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't require a scientist. It doesn't require a college degree to do this strategy. And it certainly doesn't require somebody who has played the game since launch. Anybody can do this strategy. Obviously, it requires some augments. So you do got to do a little bit of grinding to actually get the augments. But it ain't that bad. It isn't. I mean, you don't need the toxic growth augment that I have on. You can just use regular toxic growth. Turtle Shell was in Black Ops 6, so if you played Black Ops 6 and did the augment research for Jug in Black Ops 6, you have Turtle Shell, right? That's it. You just got to do the weekly challenges from 1911. It isn't that hard. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If this video did help you guys out, feel free to leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. I am out. Have a good one. Peace.